Is it ready?
No. Yes, it's ready.
All right, cool. My name is David, and I am here to show you my deck profile for Fortune Ladies. It's really a nasty deck. It likes to come out and just kick someone's ass. So I run 3 Lighties. The Lighties are a lot of fun because when they're removed by a card effect, you can special a Fortune Lady from your deck, and that is really useful. And I like to combo that with the Wateries. As long as you have a face-up Fortune Lady on the field, you can draw 2 cards. That is really useful. This deck really comes out really fast if you get it going. Next, I run 3 Darks as well. The Darks, if they destroy a monster by battle, then they special summon a Fortune Lady monster from your graveyard, which is excellent because really special summoning and drawing is excellent. And yeah. Next, I run 2 Fire. I know a lot of Fortune Lady decks only run 1 Fire. The reason why I run 2 is because the amount of special summoning this deck does. When this card is special summoned by a Fortune Lady effect card, it destroys 1 face-up monster on the field and it inflicts burn damage equal to that monster's attack, which is really great versus those Malefic decks and a lot of those decks that have a lot of beaters. So.
Yeah, right. What happens when I activate Drain?
Then we Dark Bribe that friend. That's what happens. Next, we're in 2 Cyber Valleys. Cyber Valleys is excellent because you get to more draw a card and negation. I think that you miss Lighty's effect with it if you use it with it though. I'm not quite sure. So I run 2 Winds, Dress for the Back Row Destruction. They're a great card, and you can use them to tribute or whatever. I run 1 Earth. She's not that great. She inflicts burn, but she's a beat stick, and she can get big fast, and she inflicts minor burn damage, which is useless. So next up, I run
Threw you off there for a second.
2 Copriuses, the Witch of Fate. Their effect is when you remove a monster with a question mark attack from the graveyard, you can negate the special summons of a monster. This increases your survivability against a lot of those decks that special summon fast, like you want to be doing with this one. So I run 2 of her to maximize the chance of drawing her and minimize the chance of not drawing her as well. So I run 2 Kinkaboyos. I think it's pretty obvious why.
Level 1.
And this is actually something that I run that I know a lot of decks don't run. My Fortune Lady deck, it uses a lot of spells, as you'll see, and you can easily get it out with Magical Dimension, which is great. When this card is destroyed, when it's destroyed, it's sent to the graveyard. If you control 3 or more spellcaster type monsters in your graveyard, you can add 1 spell to your hand from your graveyard. So it's great for recycling, and it's a 2900 beat stick. Alright, next up, just main Fortune Lady cards. I run 3 Fortune's Future Visions. When you can select up 1 Fortune Lady monster that is removed from the wrong one.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's a field
this
spell.
is a field spell. Alright, when you summon a monster, you remove it from play until the end phase of your next turn, which is great with the lighting because it means that you can special summon from your deck
I thought it was standby
automatically.
phase of your next turn.
Yeah, during the standby phase of your next turn, you get it back, which is also when all of the Fortune Ladies gain their little counters is during the standby phase. So if you do it with Earth, she burns and gets bigger, or Dark, she just gets bigger. I run 3 of these Future Vision, Fortune's Future, excuse me. Blah. You select 1 of your removed from play Fortune Lady cards, and you return it to the graveyard and draw 2 cards. This is excellent because with the Fortune Ladies, you are doing a lot of removing, and sometimes your Future Visions get destroyed, and that just kind of leaves your creatures stranded out there in the nowhere zone. So you get to put them back there and draw cards. 3 Magical Dimensions. It's obvious why. They pair nicely with the Darkies, with the Earthies, and with the Ice Queen. So those are good cards. I run 1 for 1, which is a great card for Fortune Ladies because it gets your Lighty and a special summons her onto the field. 1 Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, 2 Terraformings, just staples for any deck that uses field spells. 2 MSTs, more staples. So, and then I like to run a different dimensional gate. That's great for decks that synchro in the first turn. Those nasty decks that get Stardust out in the first turn, or some other beater, because then you just remove them both from play. And if you sync that with Lighty, you get her effect and you special summon. So those are the spells and monsters. The traps, pretty simple traps.
Just throw them out there pretty quickly.
Yeah. 3 compulses. I run 3 compulses. It's obvious why. They sync with Lighty. Dark Brides. I run 2 Dark Brides. Fortune Ladies, they don't have a lot of negation. Their main negation card was Bending Destiny, which that removed the card from play. Fields a trap or a spell that was activated. I think also summoning of a monster, but it returned it to their hand, which I found completely useless. So I don't run those. Mirror Force, yes. Staple, Torrential, staple. I like Torrential in this deck because, you know, with Lighty, it's pretty much you just summon a Lighty, then you Torrential. Alright, that's great.
Last and final card.
Turn from the different dimension. This is great because you can, let's say you have 3 of these that are removed from play, or 2 of them. It special summons them, and then it removes them from the field during the end phase, so then you get their effect. Or you can just special summon for the OTK, just like John said.
Yep.
Fortune Ladies are, I'm still experimenting with them. I'm still learning. They teach me something new every day. There's a lot of aggressiveness in their style of play, but there's also a lot of, there is a special hint.
Skill.
Yeah, it requires a lot of skill, but I was also going to say, yeah, a lot of the right timing, but I was also going to say it requires a special, I'm going to say they're dainty. They're a really dainty deck. There's a lot that can throw them off their feet. So I'm probably going to be adding some Solemns, 1 Solemn, and then maybe some
the Solemn Brigade. Yeah,
some more negation,
Judgment,
some
and 2
effect
warnings.
failures as soon as you get some more money. I wouldn't suggest synchroing with this deck. It's just not a good deck to synchro, even though it looks like you have a lot of monsters to choose from. It's really hard to get them swarming on the field, and once you do that, they need to stay on the field, and there's no Fortune Lady synchros that go with this. So,
consider Exceeds.
Well, yeah, I would consider Exceeds, but yeah.
Exceeds, you just throw them in because any deck can use them.
Yeah, Exceeds are staples.
Especially because all the levels change too.
Yeah. Oh, and what I do not have here that is that I am putting in here is a Tragoda.
Tragodia.
This deck must have a Tragoda. So, yeah, that's the Fortune Ladies.
All right.
Prepare for later for tunes, people.
If I have enough time, let's see if I do.
If you do have next week, could you do my bagels?
Sure. I wouldn't see why not. I think I should bring like a laptop. Oh, why am I talking? Goodbye.